If you could just explain your views of the Voting Rights Act moving forward and what would happen in terms of enforcement if you were Attorney General.
The Voting Rights Act, passed in 1965, was one of the most important acts to deal with racial difficulties that we face. And it changed the whole course of history, particularly in the South. There was a clear finding that there were discriminatory activities in the South, that a number of states were systematically denying individuals the right to vote. And you go back into the history, you can see it plainly. Actions and rules and procedures were adopted in a number of states with the specific purpose of blocking African Americans from voting.
How would you approach this going forward? For instance, the Fifth Circuit's decision that the Texas voter ID law discriminates against minority voters, that was written by a Bush appointee. Do you agree with that decision? How would you handle this moving forward?
Well, I have not studied that. There's going to be a debate about it. Courts are ruling on it now, and that is a voter ID, and whether or not that is a improper restriction on voting that adversely impacts disproportionately minority citizens. So that's a matter that's got to be decided. On the surface of it, it doesn't appear to me to be that. I have publicly said I think voter ID laws properly drafted are okay, but as Attorney General, it'll be my duty to study the facts in more depth, to analyze the law, but fundamentally that can be decided by Congress and the courts as they interpret the existing law.